Welcome back to Fascinating History. Today we take an exciting journey through the history of Christmas. During the holiday season, we live in a world draped in the nostalgia of Christmas carols and the scent of evergreen trees. But how did we get here? How did a simple celebration transform into the global extravaganza we know today? Join me as we unwrap the layers of history, from the humble beginnings rooted in ancient winter solstice celebrations to the dazzling lights of modern-day festivities. This isn't just a story about mistletoe and stockings, it's a tale of cultural evolution, religious traditions, and the unexpected twist that turned Christmas into a global phenomenon. So, how did Christmas come to be? And how has it changed over the eras? Well, let's get started. In the frosty embrace of ancient times, our story begins with celebrations long before the glow of Christmas lights, where people looked to the skies, noticing the sun's movements and the changing seasons. Here, in the heart of winter, our ancestors found cause for revelry. With their grandeur and flair, the Romans hosted the Saturnalia festival. This was no ordinary celebration. It was a week-long extravaganza honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture and time. A feast for the senses involved lavish banquets, gift-giving, and a temporary overturning of social norms. Masters served their slaves, and all joined in the merriment. Not far away in the icy lands of Scandinavia, the Norse celebrate Yule. As the sun dipped to its lowest point in the sky, they lit bonfires to symbolize the return of light and warmth. It was a time of feasting, mead drinking, and exchanging tokens of good fortune. The Yule log crackled, its flames echoing the promise of brighter days. These ancient festivities weren't just isolated events, but part of a broader tapestry of winter solstice celebrations. Across cultures, people found solace in the darkest days, recognizing the turning point towards the light. It wasn't just about survival, it was a celebration of resilience, community, and the cyclical nature of life. These pagan traditions laid the groundwork for the holiday we now know as Christmas. Fast forward to a different time, another place, and a different set of beliefs. The essence of those ancient celebrations, with their warmth and togetherness, would soon find new meaning in the story of a humble birth in Bethlehem. In the early days of Christianity, there was no official celebration of the birth of Jesus. The Bible, the holy book revered by Christians, didn't specify a date for this momentous occasion. However, the early followers of Christ were keen on spreading the message of his life and teachings. As Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, it encountered a variety of local customs and traditions, including pagan celebrations that marked the winter solstice. These festivals, often filled with revelry and feasting, were a time to honor the changing seasons and the rebirth of the sun. One of the most notable of these festivals was Saturnalia, dedicated to the Roman god Saturn, and it took place in late December. As the Christian community grew, leaders sought a way to integrate their faith into the broader cultural tapestry. In a strategic move, they decided to co-opt existing festivities, giving them new meaning in the context of the Christian faith. It was a moment of convergence when the Christian leaders decided to designate December 25th as the day to celebrate the birth of Jesus. This date aligned with existing pagan festivals, a deliberate choice to transition people from their old beliefs to the new Christian narrative. The hope was that the allure of familiar celebrations would make the acceptance of Christianity more palatable. And so, December 25th became the symbolic birthday of Jesus Christ. The Christian leaders encouraged the faithful to shift their focus from the Roman god Saturn to the divine birth of the Son of God. The story of Jesus' humble arrival, born in a manger in Bethlehem, became the heart of the celebration. Over time, Christmas evolved into a Christian festival that embraced both the spiritual and the festive. The holiday's religious aspects were intertwined with elements borrowed from various cultures, creating a rich tapestry of traditions. Nativity scenes depicting the Holy Family became a common sight, and the singing of Christmas carols added a musical touch to the festivities. The Christian adoption of Christmas was a pivotal moment, laying the foundation for today's holiday. In the medieval period, around the 5th to the 15th century, Christmas was a grand affair, but not quite as we know it. The halls of castles and manors were alive with carolers singing solemn hymns about the birth of Christ. These weren't the jolly tunes we belt out today, but rather the solemn hymns echoing tales of Christ's birth. Yet the medieval Christmas was not all somber reverence. In these times, the Yule log took center stage. This wasn't just any log tossed in the fireplace, it was carefully chosen and placed to symbolize the triumph of light over darkness. The crackling flames warmed the stone halls and carried a more profound significance. And then there was the Christmas feast. No, we're not discussing a neatly arranged table with fine china. They were long wooden tables groaning under the weight of hearty dishes, roasted meats, spiced ales, and puddings. This wasn't just a meal but a celebration, a communal gathering that transcended social boundaries. In the medieval streets, the air was thick with the scent of evergreens. The towns were adorned with holly, ivy, and mistletoe, not merely for decoration but believed to ward off evil spirits. The people of the medieval era embraced the greenery, a connection to the natural world in a time often harsh and unforgiving. Now, let's fast forward a bit to the Renaissance, a period marked by a cultural rebirth that spilled into the festivities of Christmas. The courts of kings and queens were where elaborate Christmas pageants unfolded. These were not just theatrical performances, but grand displays of artistry, combining music, drama, and dance. The Christmas tree, a symbol we now associate with the holiday, began to take root during the Renaissance. It was a tree adorned with fruits, nuts, and paper flowers, symbolizing the Garden of Eden. While it may not have been as glittering and bedecked as the modern Christmas tree, it was a start, a tradition in its infancy. In these times, the 12 days of Christmas gained popularity. It was a continuous celebration from December 25th to Epiphany on January 6th. It wasn't just a day, but a festive season marked by merriment, feasting, and revelry. In the heart of the 19th century, a period known for its elaborate customs and societal changes, the Victorian era transformed Christmas into the festive spectacle we recognize today. As Queen Victoria and her beloved Prince Albert embraced the Christmas tree tradition, the holiday gained newfound popularity. The royal couple's decorated tree in Windsor Castle captured the public's imagination, leading to a surge in the adoption of Christmas trees in homes across Britain. It wasn't just a private royal affair, it became a symbol of festivity for families far and wide. Charles Dickens, a literary luminary of the time, wove the magic of Christmas into the hearts of the masses through his timeless tale, A Christmas Carol. Ebenezer Scrooge's transformation from a miserly curmudgeon to a benevolent soul touched the very essence of the season. Dickens emphasized the importance of compassion, family, and goodwill, shaping the modern understanding of Christmas as a time for generosity and reflection. The Victorian era witnessed the emergence of beloved Christmas traditions. Carols echoed through cobblestone streets, spreading cheer to young and old alike. Nativity scenes took center stage in homes and churches, retelling the story of the humble birth in Bethlehem. The Yule log crackled in hearths, casting a warm glow as families gathered for festive celebrations. But it wasn't just about the traditions, but about creating a sense of togetherness. In a time marked by industrialization and social change, the idea of family became a cornerstone of the holiday spirit. Christmas provided a reprieve from the rigors of daily life, inviting people to connect with their loved ones in the true spirit of the season. And then there was the undeniable influence of the arts. The era's burgeoning middle class embraced the season's sentimentality, fueling a demand for Christmas cards adorned with festive imagery. These cards, often featuring scenes of rosy-cheeked carolers or snowy landscapes, became a tangible expression of holiday greetings and goodwill. Now it's the 20th century, and the spirit of Christmas is taking a detour into the world of commerce. These were bustling city streets adorned with twinkling lights and storefronts competing to outshine each other in festive decor. Yep, that's the birth of the commercial Christmas we know and love. Enter Santa Claus, the iconic figure who went from a saintly bishop to the ultimate symbol of holiday cheer. The red suit, the white beard, and those rosy cheeks? All thanks to clever marketing and Coca-Cola. In the 1930s, Coke launched a campaign featuring Santa enjoying their beverage, forever cementing the image of a plump, jolly man in our minds. Gift-giving wasn't spared from the commercial makeover either. Retailers, smelling the sweet scent of profits, jumped on the Christmas bandwagon. Christmas catalogs appeared, showcasing the latest and greatest toys and gadgets. Suddenly, it wasn't just about celebrating with family, it was about the perfect gift, the trendiest toys, and the sales. Fast forward to the late 20th century and early 21st century, and Christmas has become a global sensation. Thanks to the magic of TV and the internet, the holidays' traditions transcended borders. Christmas movies, carols, and let's not forget, the ceaseless jingling of cash registers became a shared experience for people worldwide. So, what are your thoughts and feelings on Christmas? And how do you celebrate it today? Let us know down below, and as always, see you in the next video.